So if you miss something and want to go back, you can always go back and watch them later on the YouTube channel. All right, just making sure I got my internet working pretty well. All right, so we're going to start here. Sit in the middle of your chair. Lift the crown of your head up and soften your shoulders down. Again, keeping with our theme this month of focusing on building blocks of love. And this is why we're here. This is why we're here, to experience love in all sort of forms. When you think of love, don't just think of romantic love, but think about all the love that's around us. The love of our family, the love of our friends, of our children, the love of nature, the love of animals. But we must first start by loving ourselves. So while it may seem strange to love yourself, it's actually the foundation from where you can learn to love others. Self-love is an invitation, an awareness of acceptance. When we ground our hearts, we're able to authentically connect to our true self. So in these times where we're spending more time alone with ourselves, I guess it's really important to like who you're spending time with. So acceptance, love, all those things, think about that today as we practice. Let's take a couple rounds of deep cleansing breath together, practicing our pranayama. We're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. So your inhale is going to be shorter than your exhale because I want you to kind of empty out and let go more than you actually take in. So I'll count you out. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just breathe naturally. Just feel the cadence of your breath, the softness of your muscles, and this feeling of relaxation just sweeping over you in this moment of stillness. This self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-love. Bring a smile to your face. And then we'll take our arms out to the side, stretch your fingers out wide. Just reach up through the rib cage. So feel the rib cage lift and expand. Now reach the arms up overhead, big stretch up. Turn your palms out and then press down. The air pushes the air down. So we're going to do a couple of those just using that breath, that 4 count on the way up and the 6 count on the way down. So let's try it. If you don't make it, that's okay. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One more round. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms. Tuck the chin towards your chest and let's draw some circles. So start with the chin down, rotate to one side, draw a big old circle with your nose in the air. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you move your head and your neck. Now circle in the opposite direction. Take your time. There is no rush here. I lost a few. Come back through center. Welcome, Anna Maria. I lost you for a second. Forgot to check you in. I got already relaxed. Welcome, everybody. So we're just getting started doing some breath work. All right, so press palm into palm. If you have, if you feel like you get your blood pressure kind of like wonky when you do forward folds, a way to kind of bring back your blood pressure to getting it back to normal is pressing palm into palm, especially those heels of your hands. You're like drawing all the pressure inwards towards your heart center. So just think of that. And we're going to just come back to our seat. Those welcome to the people who just joined us. So we're talking about self-love today. Open your arms and reach forward and reach back. Point your palms out so you're pressing the side walls away. You'll feel it right here on your wrist. And this is great for your deltoids and your pectoral muscles. Now let's take the right arm on the bottom, left arm on top and cross. Inhale, lift up, arch the back, kind of look at the ceiling. And then exhale, round, and we'll tuck the chin towards the chest. Bring your belly in. Now lift up. Reach your arms back out wide. Point your fingers behind you. Push out through your palms. And then we'll switch sides. Left arm will go on the bottom or vice versa, whatever you didn't just do. Give yourself a hug. Point the elbows up, a little bit of an arch in the back here. And then we'll tuck the chin towards the chest and point the elbows down. Actively press your feet into the ground. Lift your elbows back up in front of your shoulders. Release your arms back out wide. Now bring your arms up overhead. Touch your fingertips. And then exhale, soften the shoulders, float the hands down. We're going to bring your hands to your knees. And move through a couple of these cats and cows to warm you up. Take you off that view. Okay, there we go, much better. So hands to the knees, and we're gonna tuck our chin in and let the head kind of sink in toward your chest. Feel the rounding of the spine. Look down, and then on your next inhale, you're gonna push the chest forward, elbows and shoulders squeeze in, heart pushes forward. So do a couple of rounds of these. So inhale and exhale through your cat and your cow. You're also kind of, I'll turn to the side so you can see my spine. You really push out through the back. And you can feel the back of your rib cage kind of expanding. And the inhale, the head lifts, the chest lifts. You guys know these, so take your time, move through some of these cats and cows. You can warm up your hands by rubbing them on your legs. Nice and slow, fluid movements. And try to breathe in and out of your nose. Seal the lips. Let's do 2 more together. We'll inhale and exhale. Last round, inhale and exhale. And then hands come to the sides, soften the shoulders. Let the head rise up. And maybe just feel how your body is doing today. If there's anything you need to take care of, just be aware of that. If you're not feeling as spiffy as you normally do, then be mindful of that. If you're feeling like you got a lot of energy today, take that into account and do a little bit more. Everything is optional. And you do as much as little as you like. We'll reach the arms back out to the side. Come into that airplane shape. Look down at your feet and make sure there's a little bit of space in between your knees so that your belly has a place to go. Now we're just going to lean forward, letting the belly come down. Look out in front of you, and then take the hands to your outer shins, so the sides of your legs. Now, option here is to tuck the chin towards the chest and point the top of your head down, or to look forward. If it makes you feel dizzy to look down, don't do it. Now think about here, your shoulder blades and your shoulders. Just feel like something is rolling off your back. You're letting go of any tension in the back of your head. Relax your jaw and even your eyes. I know this sounds funny to relax our eyes, but especially for someone like me, I spent a lot of time in front of a computer. I spent 8 hours in front of a computer this weekend on Saturday. My eyes get fatigued. So we're going to do a little bit of eye exercise today. Inhale, roll up nice and slow. Bring your shoulders back over your hips and pause. Just kind of let the blood flow come back to your head. Very nice. Breathe in and out. Good. Now we're going to start with the right arm, reaching it forward and reach it up nice and slow. Now lift your right shoulder like you're trying to touch something on the ceiling. And then bring that arm behind you and look over your right arm. So you're looking towards your right thumb. So this is moving the neck. If your neck starts to cringe, don't do it. Now bring your right arm straight down towards the floor. And then circle it back in front of you and then around. So we're going to just take some big old arm circles here. This is your range of motion. If you're finding that your shoulders have any sort of injury or past injury, you may want to be very careful with this. Very intentional movement so we don't harm ourselves. So again, practicing that self-love, self-care. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, the arm comes down. Inhale, the arm comes up. And exhale, the arm comes down. We'll do one more round. Inhale up. Exhale down. And bring the right hand to your right leg. And let's take it to the left side. Left arm reaches out in front of you. And then we'll intentionally pull that arm straight up. Lift your left shoulder, left rib cage, like as if you're trying to touch something way up high. And then bring the arm forward and circle it around. Nice and slow. Look back to the left thumb. And then bring it up and we'll make those giant circles. Big circles with the arms. Inhale up with the hand, exhale down with the hand. Keep going. 2 more big circles around. And then we'll slowly bring that left hand back to the left leg. Lift up your head and spread out your fingers nice and wide on your hands. And then we're going to bring the heel of your hand off of the legs. So kind of stretching out your fingers. Bring your chest forward through your arms. Lift your chest and chin up. So here's the little arch in your low back. If it doesn't feel good, restrain yourself from doing it. Tuck your chin towards your chest and flip the hands over so the wrists are pointing down. If this hurts, don't do it. We're just trying to stretch out the wrist area. Now, this one we get to tuck the chin in and push out through the spine, hollow out your belly like we did for the cat pose. Take a breath or two here. Your inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's release our hands, roll them out. Now we're going to take our hands and interlock them. So lace up your fingers. Place your hands on your chest, your heart center. Elbows point out and away. Feet firmly pressing into the ground. And then we'll flip our palms out and away, thumbs point down, and push out. And then we'll inhale, lift up, up. Bend the elbows. They don't need to be straight here. And now we're going to lean to the right. So look down to your right armpit and just lean slightly to the right. So left shoulder is going to come up. Feel the left rib cage lifting. And now back through center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So take your chin, point it to your left shoulder, look down. Lean to the left, right shoulder, right rib cage comes up. And go back through center. Flip your palms back over, bring it to your heart. Rest your hands on your heart center. Couple breaths. Now re-extend the arms back out, thumbs point down. Get a little bigger, hollow out your belly, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift up, arms overhead, biceps by your ears. Look to the right shoulder, look down, left shoulder comes forward and then lean to the right. So get a little deeper in this one. You can feel that intercostal muscles, those muscles surround your rib cage, lengthening and expanding. Inhale back through center, nice neutral head, soften the arms. Now turn your chin to the left and lean slightly to the left. Right arm kind of pulls over, look down. And now back through center. Bring your hands back to your heart. Release your hands and roll about your wrist. Relax the hands down for a moment. Let's work on your feet. Hang on, we came unplugged. All right. So I'm going to take my shoes off so you can see what my feet are actually doing. We're going to lift up the right foot, smooth the right ankle in different circles, different ways, point and flex. Anything that makes the foot feel good. And lower the right foot. And let's try the left foot. Lift the left knee up, kind of spin around your left foot and make some movements. If you're not wearing socks or shoes, I invite you to try to spread out your toes to kind of make room in between the toes. Good. And now we're going to tuck the toes under. So what I want you to think about here in your chair is see if you can bring your foot underneath the chair and tuck the toes under. So your toenails are on the ground, on your knees pointing, straight ahead. This is stretching out the very top of your foot. Ooh, I'm white. I need some sunshine. Now, if it hurts, the top of your foot is sensitive, then just be very careful with it. Don't press as hard. Now, to add an option, you can start to lean back. That'll add some core work to it. You can straighten out the left leg and just feel that stretch from the ankle all the way to the top of your knee. That's a shin stretch. All right, we'll return back to neutral. Roll out that right ankle again. And then we'll try the same thing on the left side. So left foot is going to step, just bring it back, tuck the toes under. Option to straighten out the right leg if it needs to, or you can keep the knee bent. And just add in the amount of pressure you need. So the more pressure you push down your ankle towards the floor, the more stretch you'll get. If you need less, don't press as much. If you want more, lean back in your chair. Woo, and then you can really feel it on your shin. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Very good. All right, now we'll return back to neutral and roll out the left ankle. Now we're going to work our calves. So slide up onto your tippy toes. You may want to bring the knees in closer to you. Here's your tippy toes. And then you're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Activating the muscles in your legs, especially the calf area. Intentional movement. So you just lift up onto the tippy toes, lower the heels. Lift up on the tippy toes, lower the heels. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Relax. Now walk your feet forward. And we're going to do the opposite. So heels are going to go down, toes are going to go up. And we're going to press the right foot into the ground, lift the right foot up. Left foot into the ground, left foot up. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left foot. And you can move at your own pace here. You don't need me to cue your right and left now that you know where we're going. But notice where you're feeling it. Muscles in your legs. I watch myself in the camera and I realize how uncoordinated I am. All right. Finish out, do 1 more on each foot. And then slide the feet back under your knees, sit tall. Press the feet down, shoulders over hips, and then take the arms out wide. Inhale, reach up to the sky, extended mountain pose. Make sure your feet are at least hip distance apart, and when we fold forward, your belly goes in between your legs. Hands back to your shins. Outside of your shins, again, your head can point straight down, or it can lift slightly up in front of you. If your head's straight down, look under your chair, see what's back there. right. Slide your hands up your legs nice and slow. Release your bend. Shoulders back over hips. Reach your right arm to the right side. Reach it up over your head for the side body stretch. Lower right hand down. Bring it back to your right leg. Left leg, left arm. Reach it up over your head towards the right side. Side body stretch. And lower. Hands to your knees. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Cat pose. And then inhale, reach the arms in front of you, straight spine. Spread out your fingers and then grip like you're holding onto motorcycle handlebars. Now we're going to tilt the wrist down, push out through your tops of your wrist. Now bring your wrist back to neutral and pull it back. Bring your chest forward, so like a push-up. And then reach out, release your hands like you're dropping the push-up bar. And then we'll do it again. Squeeze and bring it back. Heart comes forward, elbows point behind you. Reach forward, hands expand. Inhale, grip, and pull back. So now move through just a little bit of these. Your belly comes forward when your elbows come back. Your belly sinks in when your arms reach forward. So take your time, move with intention. Remember, this is supposed to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, relax and just wait for the next pose. Guess if we had a rowboat, we would be good at it after practicing these. Ooh, my arms are getting a little tired, so I'm going to do 2 more. Release and let your arms relax. Head comes up, shoulders soften. Take a breath. And I will slide down back into that forward fold. Let it go. Oh, yes, that feels so good to me. Hope it feels good to you. We'll take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Slide your hands on your inhalation up your legs. Shoulders roll back. Let's turn to the right side of our chair and come into a Crescent Warrior. Just going to turn your right knee so that your knee crease is right up against the edge of your chair, and your left foot is going out behind you. Again, if you're short, you might want a block or something underneath your feet, or a book works just as well. So extend the left leg back. Keep my right knee bent. If you're a warrior, Crescent Warrior looks more like this, that's okay. But my whole left hip is off of the chair. So really just my right leg, right hip is on the chair. And you can take it back as far as you want, or make sure you're stable. Using the right hand to hold the seat, the top of the chair, I'm going to reach my left arm up. So if this is too much, just hold your hip. Either way, you can take what you need. And you should feel a nice stretch right here, your hip flexor. All right, now we're going to spin our left arm behind you. Touch your back of your left leg and look up. So feeling the arching right here in the front of your chest. And then now reach up, left hand reaches back up and touch your right knee. And I will do that again. I'll reach up and all the way back to the left leg. And extend back up across the body to the right knee. Inhale up. And up over your head to the right knee. One more. And return that left hand to the right knee. Option to stay here or to come into a deeper twist. Your right hand comes to the left side of your chair and turn yourself around to the back seat. Whew. It's a yummy spinal twist. Maybe you ate a lot of junk food this weekend like me. Feels good in the spine, the hips. All right, now we're going to slowly extend back into our warrior two. Left foot needs to come back to the ground. So the heel of the foot is on the ground, the toes are pointing out. Right knee is still a 90-degree angle pointing to right side of the room. All right, so let's take out our arms to add on here, warrior two arms. Stretch out, spread your fingers apart, lift your head up, soften your shoulders. Now we're going to reach out like we're reaching to the right and then pull it back, shoulders back over hips. Reach right shoulder towards right knee and pull it back. Two more, reach and back. Last one, reach, and we'll hold it. Turn your right palm up like you're holding something in your palm. And then the left hand's going to go down, right arm's going to reach up. There's your peaceful warrior. Big breaths in and out. Feel the rib cage expanding. And then we'll move back into our warrior two. So from warrior two, we're going to go into our extended side angle. Right forearm's going to go to the right thigh. Left arm's going to reach up or hold the left hip or hold the back of the head or extend over the head. You decide which one feels right for you today. Try to rotate the chest open to the ceiling so you're not pointing your belly button down, but the belly button's pointing up. And you can encourage your knee to stay open with that right wrist. Nice job. All right, come back to your warrior pose. We're going to reverse it into that peaceful warrior. Right palm reaches up and slightly to the right. Bring it over your head. And now back to your extended side angle. We'll float to the other direction. We call it floating because we don't want any jerky movements. It's very smooth transitions. All right, back to our warrior two. One more peaceful warrior. Nice job. Right hand returns back down to the right leg. And then we'll bring in the left foot, right foot coming together. Pause here in your seated pose. Heels pressing down, toes pressing down, shoulders over your hips. And to see if you can feel any differences between the right side of your body and the left side of your body. So typically what happens is our body wants to find balance. It wants to be equal. So the other side of your body is like, do it to me, do it to me. All right, let's take our arms up. Let's move through one vinyasa before we move to the other side. Arms up overhead. Exhale into cactus arms. Inhale, re-extend up, and let's bow down. Belly in between legs, arms come down towards the floor. Lift up halfway, bring your shoulders back away from your head. Look in front of you. And then exhale, fold. Nice and slow, press down. Reach out and all the way up. Hands come to prayer at your heart center. And we pause here for just another second. And then we'll move to our Crescent Warrior on the left side. So I'm just going to turn my chair this way now. And I'm going to move into my Crescent Warrior over here. So see if you can get that right hip off of the chair. Remember, your knee can be bent closer in if this doesn't feel good way back, but the right heel should be off the ground. So you can get that right heel off the ground. It's easier if you get the knee crease right up to the chair. And we'll just start with trying to get the hips pointing in the same direction. So we don't want one hip going this way, one going that way. It's kind of lining up the hips. Left hand is going to hold onto the chair, and then we'll start here, shoulders over your hips. Reach up with the right arm, and then we'll bring the right arm behind you and touch the back of your right leg. So when you do that, the shoulder softens. See if you can lift up the head. Now here we go. Where goes the flow? Right arm reaches up and across to the left knee. And now we floats back up and goes back. Take it as much or as little as you need, because these are a slight little twist in the spine. Encourage you to smile while you do your yoga. Sometimes I see people when I teach, especially in person, it's hard to see you guys on camera here, but in person, I see them making these awful faces, and I'm like, what is going on inside their head? And if your face is saying that, then what is your body saying? Don't do it. All right, let's do one more. Bring that right arm up towards your left knee. Option to stay right here or go deeper into the twist. Take your left hand towards the right side of your chair and turn your belly button to the back of the room, or the back of the chair. We'll breathe here for a couple breaths, building intensity on the right glute. Oh, that feels so good. All right, let's bring it back into Warrior II stance. So straighten out the right leg, press the whole right foot into the ground. Left knee stays bent in that 90-degree angle. Then let's settle and then bring our arms out. Just like we did on the right side, we're going to reach slightly. Left shoulder goes towards the left knee, and then bring it back. So like you're reaching out and back. Two more, reach and back. Reach and hold toward your left palm up. Reverse it. Left hand over your head. Right hand to the right leg or right hip. And hold the back of your head if that feels better. Now reach back out to our warrior arms. And here's your extended side angle. So when you go to your extended side angle, you're not just putting all your weight into the left arm, but rather just using it to lift me up. Now, when you reach the right arm overhead or hold on the back of your head, you get a little bit of a rotation in the torso going towards, in the front of you. All right, back to Warrior II. Peaceful warrior. To your extended side angle, we'll go around. And back to Warrior II. Peaceful warrior. And Warrior II, relax the arms, and we'll step the feet together. Scoot to the middle edge of your chair. Press your feet firmly into the ground. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, chest lifts, head leans back slightly. Inhale, straight spine, arms up overhead. Reach forward, dive down, all the way. Reach out and then bring your hands to the tops of your feet if it's accessible, and then hands to your shins. Point the top of your head forward. Exhale, relax. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, rise up. Take your time. Shoulders go back. Bring your thumbs out away from your Tadasana pose. Very good. Let's move into our standing poses. We're going to start standing straight behind your chair, moving into our downward facing dog shape. Here is your chair. You're going to use that for your stability. Walk back your feet. Stretch out your arms. And we'll stay here for a second so that you can explore this downward facing dog. It's important to take a second and this works a lot of muscles and you feel a lot of things in your down dog. So stay here, take a couple breaths. And now we're going to use the chair to hang on to and lift up into your high plank. So you hold the chair with your hands, bring your hips forward, lift your heels up, shoulders push down into your wrists. Feel your hips come slightly towards the seat of the chair. And then we'll push back into that downward facing dogs, here, heels lower. Okay, we're going to flow through some high planks to down dog, move at your own rhythm, your own pace. Your inhale, you lift up back to that high plank. Head rises, hips push forward. And then we exhale, lower the heels, hips push back, down dog. Inhale, we rise. Nice, smooth, fluid movement. Keep breathing. Let's do 3 more. Inhale together. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Last one, here you go. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Let's take a walk into the top of our chair. So walk to the back of your chair, stand tall, and here I want you just to feel your feet. We always practice this, just standing nicely grounded with our feet on the ground, shoulders over hips, head rising. Now we're going to step back with the left foot. So take back your left foot, keep your left heel off the ground. So you're just tucking the left toes under. Now, hold on to the chair with both hands, and we're going to bend into the right knee. There's your lunge, and then straighten. So it's a bend and straighten. Take your time. Awesome. You can add on here if this is all you need. If the knees hurt, don't do it. But if you want to add on, you can, when you bend the knee, you can arch back and straighten into the straight spine, straight knee. Bend and arch back if it feels good to you. If it doesn't, Just keep bending, try to keep the spine straight. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 3. Step the feet together. Shake out the legs if it calls for it. And then we'll return back to just feeling nice and stable. Hands rest beside your hips, head lifts up, and you're in just a normal stance. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Feel that energy moving in your body. All right, we're going to move to the other side, hands back to the top of the chair. Step back. Right foot goes back. Right heel's off the ground. Toes are tucked. And then we just take that bend into the left knee. It's a bend and straighten. Bend, straighten. Remember, you can add in the leaning arch in the back. Okay, let's do 3 more. When you finish, step your feet together. Rest, relax the hands beside you, stand tall. Very good. We're going to move now. I'm just turning so face you. You can stand straight where you're at. Bring your right foot to the right side. We're going to slide it to your left leg. What I want you to think about here is not pushing out through the left hip when you take your foot there, but rather trying to keep the hips in line. So one hip's not higher than the other. So that may mean a lot of times when I see people do this, the hip will push way out, and that really puts a lot of pressure on the left leg, you know, that side of your body. What you really want to do is push down from the left hip towards the left heel so that one side is not pushing out the other. And that may mean you're lower. And you can hold the chair or not hold the chair. But as they say, strike a pose. Just pose and stay focused and take a couple breaths wherever you feel steady. This takes concentration, takes strength, effort. And it also takes compassion to not say mean things to yourself when you can't do it just perfect. All right, when you're ready, we'll just come out of that pose, shake it all out. Back to standing, equal weight in the hips and in the feet. Take the left foot out. And we'll come into the tree pose on the left. Left knee points away from you. Try to keep your hips, same plane. One hip's not higher than the other, pushing out. Shoulders coming down, but the head lifts up. Find your balance. Very good. When you fall out of this, just shake out your legs. Yogi's choice for the next one. You can come back into a downward facing dog, Or you can come into a wide-legged fold. If you're coming into a wide-legged fold, I'm going to turn my chair around so the seat of my chair is there. Walk my feet out. If you're in down dog and going down dog, you can take your feet wider there too. And then I'm just going to take my hands to either the seat, the sides of the chair, the seat of the chair, or you can come down onto your forearms. Soft knees, so bend those guys. And you can stay here for a couple breaths. If this is like not enough for you, you're always welcome to reach for the floor. So whatever kind of fold you need, if it feels better to stay up, then stay up higher. And you're welcome to kind of explore, maybe shake your hips a little side to side, whatever your body is craving at this very moment. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. So wherever you're at, toe heel your feet closer in. So your feet land underneath your hips. Bend your knees. Rise up. We're going to take a big, tall mountain stretch. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Bring the hands down by the hips. Good. We're going to return back to our seat. Finish out our practice with a pigeon pose. So bring your right knee in. We'll give it a squeeze. And then we'll put the right ankle on top of the left knee or cross right ankle on top of left ankle. If this doesn't feel good to you, modify in a way that feels better. So just crossing here, hugging your knees together, you'll have to figure out what makes sense for your body. If you're coming into pigeon pose, the figure 4, what I want you to think about is the right knee pointing towards you, trying to get it down, as opposed to it might be up here for some of you. Just kind of encourage it to go down. Sit tall. We'll start there with a straight spine, and then start to move your shoulders forward. So the spine does not curve and round, but the spine actually lengthens, and that encourages the right knee to kind of push out some. Make sure you flex your right foot so the foot's active. That protects the knee joint. And we'll close our eyes here and count to 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here's your 3rd one. Inhale. Exhale. Now rise up, lean back. Take your left hand to your right knee for the twist. Right hand to the back of the chair. Look over your right shoulder. And now back through center. Shake out your right leg. And here we go. Left knee comes in. Let's give it a squeeze. Lift it up. And then we'll move the left ankle on top of the right knee or on top of the right ankle. So you take your choice. Flex your left foot. Sit tall. Hinging at the waist, bring your shoulders towards your shin. Close your eyes and we'll do 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now lean back. Right hand to left knee. Right hand to left knee. Left hand to the back of the chair. Look to the left side of your room. Straight spine. Come back through center. Shake out your right leg, left leg. Shake out your left leg. And then we're going to take one big stretch. So straighten your knees, come to the seat of the edge of your seat. Lean your shoulders back, and we're going to reach up and back. So point your toes, stretch out from fingers to tippy toes. Long stretch. Inhale, and then exhale, release your arms down. And we'll stay here for meditation or move yourself into a shape that feels more comfortable. And once you get there, blink your eyes a few times and then close them completely. This is a metta prayer. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free. May my friends be happy. May my friends be peaceful. May my friends be free. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be free. May my enemies be peaceful. May all beings everywhere be free. And gently coming back to this time and space. Recognize your physical body and accept it and love it and care for it just as it is. Taking a deep breath and sigh it out. Start to make some movements in your body, whatever feels good. If you want to rock a little side to side or move your head a little side to side, you can try that. We'll finish out our practice, bringing our hands to prayer at Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here to share this time with you. Remember, when we are unhappy, the best way to become happy is to wish other people to be happy. I thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.